Next part, I'm going to take the hair of the fly there, and I'm going to split it. I'm going to use a toothbrush usually to do this. You can do it with your bare hands, doesn't really matter. We'll split it open with the toothbrush like that, so that now it's flat. You can see the hair, or you can see the hide underneath, and we're going to pull forward this back section of hide, so that now we've got that same strip that we tied on in the back laying over the top of the fly. And once again, I'm going to put a dab of glue on just to hold the hair, or just to hold the hide, because it sticks instantly and makes my life a lot easier. The same splitting technique, and wrap it down. Now you don't need to go too heavy on the wraps with this part, because we're going to have one more piece here where we wrap the Weedguard in, and then we'll tie everything down. I'll cut it with the straight razor again, with the razor blade, so that now it looks like this. Now for the Weedguard. This Weedguard we're going to bring through the vise jaws, up underneath, let it lay naturally, up through the eye of the hook so it looks like this, and then we're going to tie it in by holding it down and giving it a few loose wraps right there. Now, it's up to you and where you want your Weedguard. But the next step is we pull it down just a little bit tighter than we need to, figure out where we want it at to guard the hook, and then I like it about right there, because a Weedguard is not necessarily meant to deflect the weeds, it's meant to deflect the fly over top of the weeds. We're going to put a few wraps on to make it good and stiff to pull out. And get it just a little bit more of that. Get it adjusted. Now, I don't want it quite this close. I want it to go back just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it close. I'm going to heat that tag in with a lighter so that it forms a little ball. I'll let it cool, and now I'm going to pull that back to the edge of my thread so that I've got my Weedguard the length I want. We'll wrap it nice and solid. Make sure it's tight, and that's why the large ring eye hook is a good hook for this application. You see it's tucked down in there. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not, but it's actually tucked down in here, in tight against the threads, and it can't pull through because of that large ball of material there. I'll give it a couple more wraps, a real quick half hitch, and another one, and a third one. If you've got a whip finisher, you want to whip finish it, that's fine. And cut it off. I'll use that same toothbrush that I used earlier to comb the fibers down so that I've got more of a flat-sided baitfish profile. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the eyes on to help cement the whole project together. So I'm going to take right where the midline of the two materials is. I'm going to put a little blob of glue. Grab a red eye. And stick it down just like that. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And it's important that you get these hairs that you're going to put the glue on exactly right the first time, because once you put the glue on them, they're done. They don't move. So we've got the glue on that little bit there. We get another eye. Stick it down. And we're done. Put just a little bit more glue over the wraps in the front that didn't get covered by the eye. And that's it. We have the finished bunny baitfish with Weedguard. Suitable for catching pike, muskies, bass, walleye if you're shallow enough, and pretty much anything that swims. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.